Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. So getting into the stadium itself was fine. I was on the floor. I was at the back end of my section. I was like D5. Yeah, I was at the back end of D5. That was all fine. Sound wise, for the music itself, great. You could hear everything clearly from where I was. But when the members themselves were talking, I was literally picking up like snippets. So that was a bit annoying. Otherwise, like I said, sound is perfectly fine in my opinion. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, the amount of people that were freaking standing on the chairs. Like, I get it. You want to get your money's worth and everything. Like, you want to see Stray Kids. Or whichever group you're going to go see. But, A, that's a hazard to yourself and the people around you. Because some people are really clumsy or, like, you're not fully balanced. But just don't stand on the freaking chairs. It's not that hard. That's so inconsiderate to the people around you. And I was texting a friend being like, so many people are standing on the chairs. Like, it's hard to see. Now, from where I was, I could barely see the stage. Like, I think I saw Felix from a distance, and he looked like an ant from where I was. Yeah, so I was mainly looking via the screens and through my phone to record. Now, before anyone says anything about the whole, like, standing on the chairs thing, I'm short myself. I'm, like, 5'3", okay? Now, luckily, with the shoes I was wearing, they have, like, a thicker sole, so it does make me a bit taller, so bonus for that, I guess. Yeah, that was all good. Yeah, the show itself otherwise was fun. When they came out on the carts, there were these two girls next to me, because the way they had the chairs, it was literally, like, back to back. So luckily for me, there weren't people, like, 3 or 4 chairs from my right. So I personally just, like, scooted over a little bit so I could see better, but I didn't go too far from where I was supposed to be. Yeah, so those 2 girls that were in front of me, they tripped over the chairs trying to get to see them when they were coming on the carts, like the pull carts, whatever those are fully called, I don't know. Now, the amount of people that were running around the stadium as well to see them on the carts shocked me a little bit, and it's just like, I get they're idols, and to me personally, it's sad that they're used to it, but they should not get hounded like that. Yes, they're idols, but at the end of the day, they're people, and they should be treated like people first. Now, I'm not going to deny that I did get closer, but I still kept, like, a relatively big distance, because I did not want to get elbowed, first and foremost, because some people are actually crazy, and I'm not a fan of giant crowds. I wouldn't say I get, like, claustrophobic. I'm not really, like, a claustrophobia type person, but big crowds does bug me a lot, so I always have to have, like, headphones, earbuds, something, but that's just me personally. One thing I will say I do regret is not upgrading my seats when I had the chance, because I was looking, like, a month before the concert itself, and it's just, like, I should have, honestly, because from where, like I said earlier, where I was sitting, I could barely see anything, even the screens to a degree. And I was texting a friend, because, honestly, shout out to her. If she ever sees this, like, thank you for keeping an eye on me. Thank you for making sure I got back to the Airbnb safe Sunday night. Because I was texting her, she wanted a picture of Banchan. I sent her a picture of Banchan on the screen. Apparently someone was live streaming the concert as well. So shout out to that person as well, because it felt like she was there with me watching it. Even though she was probably just, like, cozy in bed watching it. But yeah, getting that was a piece of cake. I personally was in, like, the first or second wave. So I got to the TTC almost immediately. Luckily, I was, like, 2 stops down, so I was probably back at my Airbnb in, like, what? Maybe, like, half an hour, if I had to guess. Sorry. Yeah, I got back to my Airbnb pretty fast. They were doing kind of like a red light, green light getting out of the TTC. So everything you see on that was true. Like, again, I got out pretty fast. I got back to my Airbnb, like, just before midnight. I think I slept, like, 4 hours that night, because I wanted to make sure the majority of what I needed for the next day was packed, because that's when I went home, which was Monday. And then I stupidly woke up at, like, 5 in the morning. Ugh, that was fun. Yeah, other than that, overall it was, like, a really good experience. I brought the bag down with me, so this is some stuff I bought plus some freebies. I'll probably do a video on that next. Yeah, and I keep bugging a friend, being like, should I just say screw it and buy AT's tickets for the US? But the problem is, like, I've never been to the US on my own. I went to the US, yeah, what day is it actually? Yeah, it's still July 2nd, so I went to the US 2 years ago to visit my uncle. He's in a different part of the States. Yeah, do I just say screw it and buy the tickets? I don't know, we'll see. And yes, I will be showing what I had in here later. I almost forgot, this is a little TMI, but I personally, when I woke up Monday morning, I woke up with a really, really bad stuffy nose. Like, my nose was running all day, and I googled it when I left the Airbnb. And apparently that is a common thing to happen. Now, I personally have more sensitive senses, so I think it affected me more. Because there was like a mix of the fireworks, perfumes people were wearing, and the pyrotechnics. I think that's the right term. So yeah, just keep that in mind for any concerts you go to, not just like the Rogers Stadium and all that jazz. But yeah, otherwise it was like, overall it was like a really good experience.